when you look at this lineup and offensively, we've alluded to it. There isn't a lot of power. Do you think that's the next evolution? Do they try to get a power bat to kind of drop in there, or do they go against everything and just try to play it, keeping the ball in play?
I've learned not to know what to expect when it comes to external acquisitions because they two opportunities to improve the team and last offseason and at the trade deadline they just stood pat, and both of those have turned out very defensible. But moving forward, obviously it's a very low payroll. It's a lot of youth, and that gives you the flexibility to do some things. And so, if there was anywhere you would circle for them to potentially, make a splash, it would be in the power bat department. But you do have to balance that against just the nature of this offense and what you want this offense to be. And as I said, I mean, they have a formula. It's not terribly dissimilar to what we saw from the Kansas City Royals during their back-to-back AL pennant runs, their World Series run in 2015, so 2014-2015 era of the Royals, where this is how they succeeded. They just slash and dash, basically. Just put the ball in play, run the bases like hell, and give the opponent a hard time. This looks a little like that. It could look even more like that in the future as these guys develop.
Yeah, and I guess the only thing you would question, and what are your thoughts on it? When you get to elite pitching, stringing together 3, 4, 5 hits to score a couple of runs, a lot of times it's hard to do. You're looking for that pitcher, that elite pitcher, to make one mistake that you can turn into a 3-run homer.
Yeah, so much. That's how so many postseason games are swung. Is with one big swing of the bat. But we also see teams that are too oriented towards power, sometimes fall apart in the postseason. They're too strikeout prone and they just get carved up, and that big home run we're talking about never comes. So there's no one way to win in October. That's what it boils down to. There's no clear proven recipe. Otherwise, every team in baseball would be following that recipe. There's different ways to succeed, and some of it comes down to luck. If you are a high contact team, it's where you're putting it play. It's how the ball bounces. It's how good the opposing defense is. All those things kind of come together. But I do think about those Giants teams and those Royals teams in the mid 2010s and how they succeeded with contact. That was their recipe. They were not big power teams. So it can be done.